I'm going to explain to you guys how much more expensive things are today than they were even 3 years ago based off of my current financial situation. So 4 years ago, when I graduated law school, I graduated making $65,000 a year. I was living in a 1-bedroom by myself, paying $1,400 a month. After the first 3 months, my boyfriend moved in, and so then we were splitting it, so it was $700 a piece. But he lost his job at one point, and so for 3 months before he got a new one, I was covering the rent all by myself. So it was about 6 months of me paying $1,400 a month for that year-long lease. Now I make about $85,000 a year. I have 2 roommates, and we split the rent 3 ways. And usually my rent is like $950, something around that. So I'm making technically $20,000 more a year. I'm paying roughly the same of what I was paying in rent. And I have never been more stressed out about money in my entire life.
Hi, I want to talk about all the things I can't afford right now. We can start with my glasses. I don't know if you can see, they're scratched to shit. They've been scratched to shit since last October, but I ran out of contacts, and my insurance doesn't cover my eye appointment, so not sure what to do about that. Those are usually about at least $300. What else? I need a new catalytic converter. Those cost about $1,500, $2,000. Not sure where that money's gonna come from. It could just be like, fuck it, I don't need a car, but I live in LA. Oh, what else? Oh, that's right. I just came back from a vet appointment for my dog. We went to an animal dentist because she needs dental work. And I got an estimate for the amount of dental work she would need. It's about $3,000. She needs 4 teeth extracted and a cleaning. So, did I mention I also owe $3,000 to the IRS? Yeah, that's on top of the $3,000 that I owe from the 2021 tax season. I've paid that down to about $1,000, but yeah, still paying it off. So that's about like $4,000 that I owe to the government. The government that's gonna kick in my student loans in September. $40,000. Also, I'm supposed to travel this summer, so I'll need a pet sitter. That's about $50 a day. I'll be gone for about 2 weeks. And before you guys are like, well, you can't like just travel when you're broke. You can't like summer in Greece. Bitch, I'm going camping with my friends. And then I'm visiting my family. I want to be able to visit my family. Don't come for me being like, well, you live in LA. If you lived in somewhere that was less expensive, you would be able to afford all this. Sure, I could live in Boise, Idaho, but Boise, Idaho doesn't have the career opportunities that I want. And also, are people in Boise, Idaho doing any better than I am right now? I don't think so. People in America seem not well. And if you are doing well, living under 100K in a major city, I want to talk to you. Like, are you just going home at the end of the day and just like drinking water and playing tiddlywinks? Is that what everyone's doing? I should learn how to play tiddlywinks. I need somebody to...
Aye. Here we go, guys. Here we go. Cost of living in America is too high. And she said, if you make less than 100K, which I do, I'm proud to say it. I don't make $100,000 a year with my job and with YouTube. Nope. But I live pretty okay. I mean, everybody runs into credit card debt. You know, everybody has things that come up, but some things are kind of absurd. Like, you know, I know there's animal lovers out there, but a $3,000 dog dental bill, oh boy, golly. Now, another thing she mentioned is her taxes. So, you know, she's like, oh yeah, you know, I owe $3,000 and, you know, $4,000 or whatever. Why? There has to be a reason why. There was some type of robbing Peter to pay Paul situation with your taxes. There has to be a reason why. You either did not cough up enough throughout the year and now you owe, or you kind of bent the rules with things. I don't know. Or you came across a nice chunk of money. No one ever tells the full truth, you guys. No one ever tells the full truth. But we're going to dive in. You guys, make sure you leave a like down below. Subscribe, comment, share. I'm trying to hit 5,000 subscribers, so I know we could do it. Let's dive right in.
Tell me why my husband went to purchase a 7-pack of underwear yesterday. He needs new underwear. Probably hasn't purchased them in like, I don't know, years. You know how it is. Tell me why that package of underwear was $42. $42. I was flabbergasted. $42 for 7 pairs of underwear. If I didn't believe before that inflation is real, I sure do now. I'm baffled.
I'm 35 years old. I'm sleeping on a mattress on the floor at my friend's place because it's impossible to get a rental or it's way too expensive. And my only options are sleep in my car, sleep on the floor at my friend's house, or try and find a room in a share house if I can afford it, if there's any available. Knowing my luck, I'll end up with some fucking weirdos. How are those my only options? How are those the only options of many Australians right now? Before anyone says, you're 35, why don't you own a house? I did own a house in my 20s. I owned a house with my ex for 6 years. We bought at a good time in 2012. Then we split. He paid me out. It wasn't enough to then go and buy another property. So I think I'm just going to have to start applying for rentals, like 1-bedroom apartments. I don't mind living in a tiny 1-bedroom apartment, but having to pay $500 a week is fucked. I earn an average wage, but I can't afford that.
Question. $500 a week is quite high. I mean, that's $2,000 a month, depending on where you're living and what size of a unit you're trying to get. I mean, that is kind of average, unfortunately. Prices are high. I'm just going to keep it 1,000. Prices are freaking high. Now, as for the young lady that was talking about her boyfriend and underwear and, $42 for some underwear, what the hell? Where did he go? Where did he go to get $42 underwear? Target? Is that where you went? That had to be. It had to be Target. It had to be Target because, guys, if you want to save some money, go get your underwear from Ross or Marshall's, or go to a place where the price is marked down because this stuff won't sell. Don't go to the actual supplier. I mean, don't go to the brand itself. Guys, this is underwear. This is underwear. I will never, ever pay $40 for 7 pairs of underwear. You got me all the way messed up. Not going to happen. I'll start making my own. I'll start making my own. But I'm not paying $42 for underwear. Not going to happen.
For the younger people out there, what is it like for you economically right now? Because I just want to paint a picture of what it's like 20 years ago. I'm 45, so when I was in my mid-20s, mid-2000s, here's just what it was like for me when I was starting out. I had an apartment in Chicago. It was a studio, $550 a month. It was a couple blocks from the lake, a few blocks north of Wrigley Field, if you're familiar with the north side of Chicago. Perfectly fine. And I just was working a whatever job. I was making $14 an hour, temping in an office. I rode the bus to work. Completely fine. I could live. A couple years later, I bought a car, a Hyundai that was not great, but it was fine. It had 20,000 miles on it, for $2,500, right? So I was able to just pay cash for kind of a junky car, but it ran. Now, that same apartment in Chicago, I was looking it up today, is almost triple the price. Triple. It's like $1,500. And you can't even find a car for $2,500 now. Like, I was looking just like, I wonder what a used car goes for. Even a $10,000 used car is absolute trash. It has like 180,000 miles on it, 5 different owners, an accident. So it's like you literally can't do what was completely normal to do 20 years ago. I'm not talking about the baby boomer time. Like, I bought a house for 5 raspberries in the 60s. I'm talking about 2005. You can't even do that. So I'm so curious what it's like for you now, because it seems unsustainable. I don't know how a young person that's 20, 21 years old is expected to go out into the market and pay $1,700 for their first apartment. But it's a studio. Doesn't even have its own bedroom.
I am seriously scared for this country and the youth. I literally have spent probably $300 today, like on nothing. I had to go out this morning to get cash for my housekeeper. And then I had to pick up prescriptions, which my insurance covers, but there's still like a copay.
Who the hell pays for housekeeping nowadays? You had to go get cash for your housekeeper, so you're telling me you can't even clean your own house? Is that what you're telling me? You're telling me you're ranting about the price of living, and one of your expenses is for someone to come in and clean your house. You look well and capable to clean your own house. Does she fold those towels in the background just like that, make them look pretty? Are you insane? Guys, can someone let me know in the comments, who the hell, do you have a housekeeper? Do you use Molly maids? I don't even know how they're still in business. Guys, I clean my house daily. I have kids. It's always a mess. But I clean it myself every day, and it doesn't take long. Maybe take an hour out of your day to clean up your house, clean the kitchen, vacuum all the rooms. How much are you paying them? It's insane, man. This doesn't make any sense.
Then I had to go into Walgreens. And every time you go in there to get like any type of essential, it's so expensive. I literally probably got like 4 things, spent like $80 just in there. Then I went to my daughter's school, and there was like a fee for something there that I had to pay. Then after I picked her up, we went to Walmart, literally Walmart, to get a couple grocery items. And it was literally 2 bags, and it was $79. I don't know how people with big families are holding up, how they're managing. Like, I literally don't buy anything really for myself. I don't buy anything brand new. It's like, thank God I don't have like credit card debt. Like, we don't, like, anytime we use our American Express, like I always make sure to pay it off in full at the end of the month. And this month is the first month that it's gonna be like cutting it close. So I don't know how you guys and everybody out there with more than like 1 kid is like feeding the household or sending your kid to school. Like, half my groceries are stuff like to pack lunches. Not for me, not for my husband, like stuff to pack lunches. And I feel like her school should pay for like their lunch. And then if you, on Fridays, they have pizza day. And pizza day is an additional $10. And all the kids get it. So if I don't get it, she's the only one that doesn't get it. And we can't have that. So that's how they guilt the parents into spending that. So that's another $40 a month just on pizza day. So I just came on here to rant a little bit. And then gas prices are still like astronomical. Oh, I got Walmart brand eggs. I never get Walmart brand eggs. I always like get the expensive eggs just because I'm weird about like dairy. I try not to get not brand. I try to get the brand name of dairy products. It was like $9 something for a dozen eggs, Walmart brand. I don't know. Like, what are we gonna do? I don't know what to do, guys. But that is my little rant. And I know it like depends where you live. Like, where I live, prices are probably a little bit higher than average cities. Like, I talk to people all day long from my work who live in like Arkansas or like Kentucky, Oklahoma, Idaho. Like, the prices aren't as astronomical, but they're still very high. And everyone's like, oh, when are you gonna have another kid? When am I gonna have another kid? I don't know, never. Thank God I got that. I have the, what's it called? Not IUD, but the Nexplanon that goes into your arm. It's like an implant. It's like a toothpick, it's an implant. And that's supposed to keep me child-free for like 5 years. And then I'll be in my 40s and I probably won't be fertile anymore, so I won't have to worry. Anyways, that's just my little rant while I got ready for bed. Okay, bye.
Why is no one talking about how serious the cost of living actually is? So we pay like a really cheap amount of rent compared to like all the other rent I see, and we're a family of 6. We pay $9.50 rent. That's cheap. We're in Missouri. It's like not some nice new place or anything. It was actually built in 1890. My husband is working 3 jobs right now. We buy absolutely nothing that we don't need. And we actually go without a lot of things that we actually do need. I feel like if you're able to do anything that's not just surviving, then you got it good. I feel so sad that I didn't appreciate the times where we were able to actually have fun at this point. So much has changed in the past few years. Like, what? I just really, really want to know. How is everyone surviving? Is everyone working like 24/7? Because that's what my husband does. And I'm just home with my little kids all the time. It's kind of like depressing that we're never together as a family. So I don't know. I hope one day we can be, but it sucks.
Living in a... Hold up. $900 in rent. Hold up. $900 in rent? Whoa. Yeah, you're not paying nothing at all. And to resolve her problem, I think, this is my thoughts, go get a job, young lady. Go get a job. Why is your husband working 3 jobs to take care of the household? Yes, you have 6 children. You need to put those 6 kids into childcare. It's going to cost, yes, but you need to go get a job and provide as well. That's how a lot of people are doing it. I mean, most American couples, the husband and the wife go to work 40 hours a week, 160 hours a month. They go to work. They put their money together and they survive. But forcing him to do 3 jobs, it's insane. Your husband, I don't want to say it. I don't want to say it. But coming from a man, if you work me to the ground like that, it's either I'm going to resent you, I'm not going to be no longer attracted to you because of my tiredness every day. And the fact, yeah, it's beautiful to see you raise the children. Yeah, but this isn't Little House on the Prairie. You need to fucking go get a job. Let me relax a little bit, you know? Yeah, she needs to go get a job.
America in 2025 feels like you're trying to breathe while someone's hand is over your mouth. And they're charging you rent for it. As soon as you get paid, it's gone. You buy groceries and the bags are lighter. You fill your tank and the needle mocks you. Food's up, rent's up, insurance, utilities, coffee. I mean, even your damn toothpaste is up. Everything's up. Except the paycheck. Oh, and everything's also smaller. Shrinkflation? Yeah, that's the way they rob you while smiling in your face. You're not imagining it. The box is smaller. The portions are skimpier. The price is higher, and you're supposed to eat it with a smile. This isn't bad budgeting. This isn't laziness. This is a rigged game where everyone at the top profits and everyone at the bottom is a slave. We're getting taxed, drained, and blamed every step of the way. If you feel it too, you're not crazy. You're just living in America in 2025. And it's fucking brutal.
Do y'all remember when having a long-term roommate meant that you were in the closet? Like, if you've been living with the same man or woman for all these years, you had to be gay, right? Now everybody got a fucking roommate. The cost of living is so fucking expensive that I don't know what percentage of Americans it is, but I'm pretty sure more than 50% of Americans need a roommate to be able to afford to survive in this economy. Minimum wage is still $7.25 an hour. Meanwhile, a one-bedroom apartment can run you over $1,000 a month. The fact that the federal minimum wage has not changed since June of 2009 is fucking insane. How are people supposed to be able to afford to live? People making minimum wage don't even make that much a month working 40 hours a week after taxes are taken out. If you're making $15 an hour, you can probably afford to live by yourself, but not if you want to have a car note and car insurance, because with the prices of those things, you got to be making at least $25-30 an hour. What about food? What about feeding yourself? I really don't think it's realistic in the state of the world to live alone unless you're making at least $5,000-6,000 a month. What do y'all think?
I am moving back into my parents' house at 23 years old, and let's fucking talk about it. I got this apartment about a year ago, and I had just graduated college. I graduated with a Bachelor in Arts of Psychology with a minor in Creative Writing and English. Now, I'm sorry, but a 4-year psychology degree is absolutely useless unless you go forward with it. I didn't have money nor time to go forward with it, so I wanted to get straight into the job field, and I could always go back to school. So I went and I got a sales job, a corporate sales job. And it was obviously a 9-to-5 every single day, Monday through Friday. And if anyone who works in sales knows that your first year absolutely sucks. I could not afford my own rent and my student loan payment just on the salary alone. It was around $47K, just to be fully transparent. It wasn't around, it was $47K, sorry. And before anyone fucking says, oh, dude, you weren't working, I worked 7 days a week. I got a part-time job serving on the weekends. So I would do Monday through Friday, 8 to 5, working in Jamaica, Queens, and going door to door. Not a good area, especially when you don't know how to parallel park, because I'm from Long Island. Anyways, going there Monday through Friday, I would drive back in around 2 hours worth of traffic, and then on Saturday and Sunday, I would go and serve at a restaurant all day a double. And that still was barely getting me by. So I hated the job so much, and I was like, okay, this is like, I could make this somewhere else. I might as well find another job. I've wanted to be a teacher for a while now. I haven't been able to afford to go back to school. So I'm now a preschool teacher, right? Which I work Monday through Friday, actually 8 to like 6 o'clock sometimes. It really depends on the day. Usually it's 5:30, but 6 o'clock is how it goes. I also keep that serving job on the weekends because I cannot afford to live. I cannot afford to live. I do not hang out with friends. I don't go out very often. I'm also not a drinker, so I don't go out and anything like that, right? I still cannot afford to live. I am draining my savings, which I don't want to be doing in my 20s. I'm 23 years old. I want to be building my...
Hi guys, I'm really stressed today. I just went to the grocery store, bought 10 items, and it was $80 freaking already. I literally have $10 left on my account. The fuck? So a little backstory. I got laid off from my job a month ago, and I've been applying for jobs months before I got laid off. Sent out hundreds of resumes already.
All right, Van, where are we going?
To the beach.
We're going to the beach, and this is Van's Angel Sense.
Applied to hundreds of jobs on the internet, remote and on-site. Tailored my resume to every position that I applied using ChatGPT. Went to only a few interviews.
On a side note, guys, don't ever do that. Don't ever let ChatGPT fix your resume, write a cover letter, all these things that this AI does. Jobs actually run your resume through an AI checker. And if there's any type of AI bullshit in there, they're just going to deny your resume. And that's probably why she has not gotten a job, because she let AI do the work for her. Don't do that. Bad idea. Very bad idea.
And still nothing. Like, what the fuck is going on with America right now? Like, it's so freaking hard to live here. Like, I'm gonna stay positive. I'm gonna keep applying for jobs. I'm gonna keep showing up. But man, my bills are not going to wait.
The older I get, the more I can't stop thinking about the fact that when I was younger, I used to glamorize earning money so that I could like afford the nicer things at the supermarket, or to finally stop stressing about like finding the cheap flights for a holiday or something like that. You know, things that you're just used to doing when you don't earn enough money but you're trying to keep up with the cost of living. But I just feel like every year that goes by and you earn more and more, and then because of things like inflation and politics and so many parts about the economy that you can't actually like individually control, things just kept getting more and more and more expensive. I feel like the space between me and that point in my life where I thought everything was gonna become super affordable and super easy has just kept growing. Like, I feel like I was almost sold a bit of a lie when I was younger in terms of, okay, I'm gonna go to uni, I'm gonna earn 30 to 40,000 pounds, and that's gonna be enough. Like, if I'm ambitious and I really want to go for it, I can maybe aim for more than that, but the 30 to 40k, that's gonna be the dream benchmark, the dream like baseline to be able to just afford a life that's gonna make me happy and make me fulfilled, when actually that's just not the case. And it's just so frustrating because I went to uni, I got a first class degree, I got professional qualification, and that still wasn't enough. This is so subjective as well, right? If I had done this but maybe moved and worked in a different industry or lived in a different town or a city, maybe my earning potential would have been different. But the way it worked out for me was just not what I envisioned would happen when you earn a degree, get a professional qualification, and go into full-time work at one of the biggest companies in the world. Yeah, I don't know if anyone else kind of feels that squeeze and feels resentful about it, or how you're actually taking that resentment or those feelings and maybe channeling them into something else. Obviously, I'm channeling those feelings into teaching everyone else what I know about money and what I've learned about money on my journey from like being in an overdraft consumer debt situation to now having like working for myself, doing those things. But I can so understand how it can feel very doom and gloom as well, because that's what I felt like before I started this journey. I was very doom and gloom about my situation and what I could do and couldn't do and what all that hard work was for. Like, it felt like it was for nothing.
Yeah, I can see that $40,000 is just not enough money. It's not enough money to survive in America nowadays. So I understand that. And a lot of people feel bamboozled by going to college, getting a degree just to go work at a sales desk job for nothing that you went to school for. Welcome to the rat race, you guys. It's really the rat race. And my suggestion to everyone that's struggling and everything like that, especially with groceries, look out for your local food banks. They'll give you a food box. It will have bread, eggs, rice, meat, peanut butter. It'll have everything that you would need to hold you over for a little bit, absolutely free. Instead of shopping at Walmart or shopping at, Fry's or Kroger or wherever you shop at, go to the dollar store, go to Family Dollar, go to Dollar Tree. They have all the food products in there. They have bread, they have milk, they have eggs, they have meat, they have frozen foods, they have box food, canned goods. Go to the dollar store. You're going to save yourself a lot of money for the same things that you spend inside of Walmart, Target, Kroger, Fry's. For that same item, it will be available in the dollar store for $1. So go there. Put your pride to the side, you guys. I put my pride to the side all the time. It doesn't matter to me because guess what? No one pays my bills, so I don't have social anxiety about what people think of me in the real world. I don't have social anxiety. I'll go in the dollar store and I'll come out with the entire cart of groceries. And you know what? I don't give a damn. I don't. But you guys, before we go, make sure you leave a like down below, subscribe, comment, share, all that good stuff. And until next time, folks, I'll see you in the next one.